Good day, I'm Surya Brentha, and today I'm going to present my PSM1 project about the system development, which is IoT based emergency alert system for kitchen. IoT based emergency alert system for kitchen is an advanced solution proposed to enhance safety and security within households. The system incorporates various sensors such as fire, gas, and smoke sensors to detect potential hazards. Real-time readings from these sensors are captured and monitored, providing users with valuable insights through the mobile application. In case of any detected danger, an alert notification is sent to the user who can acknowledge it and take appropriate actions within minutes. Additionally, fail-safe measures such as automated phone calls to the emergency responders ensure response during critical situations. The system also offers the capability to access recorded webcam footage for further investigation and analysis. With its features, the IoT-based emergency alert system for kitchen aims to effective precautionary method to overcome risk of fatal injuries and also risk increasing in death. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the problem background. There are few problems why fire incidents occur in households. The first one is cooking. So when an individual leaves the gas stove unattended and the overheating oil or any type of item in the pan, it begins to burn and sparks flammable fire and blasting, which leads to property damage and severe injury. The second one is accident activation or failure to turn off stove due to forgetfulness, which may lead to gas leak and catching fire, which also may lead to explosion of fire. The third one is lack of caution exhibited by individuals. Careless behavior such as leaving the cooking unattended, forgetting to turn off the gas stove, while or having flammable material near the stove. So to reduce the risk of these incidents, the problem are to prevent it by having a necessary alert system that alerts user whenever there is fire, gas or smoke detected. So the objectives are, the first one is to study suitable IoT sensors for monitoring emergency occurrence in the kitchen such as gas leaking, fire and smoke. The second one is to develop an emergency alert system for kitchen households using IoT technologies. Third one is to evaluate the performance of the proposed system. Next is the scope and the aim of the project. The project scope for this system is the first one is this project involves the study and development of an emergency alert system for kitchen households. This system will be tested and developed physically and will use the hardware to establish procedures. The third one is the condition in the kitchen household can be monitored using the webcam. So the aim of this project is to develop an IoT-based emergency alert system for kitchens by implementing an effective precautionary method to overcome risk of fatal injuries and increase in death. Next is about the case study. The first case study is from the Star News, which according to them, there was a report recently on January 13, 2023, where there was a fire incident occurred in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, where three restaurant workers suffered burns when a fire broke out in the kitchen in Kinabatangan. There were three victims who suffered burns and were taken to the hospital for treatment before even the fire brigades arrived. So this incident shows that the absence of the alarm system and automatic phone call to the authority blocked the prevention of fire accidents. The emergency responders arrived at the spot a little late, and by the time they reached, the public around the restaurant had already extinguished the fire. And there was another incident on 7 December 2022 where there were two kitchens damaged in Sarikai, Sarawak. Fortunately, there were no injuries or casualties reported as the tenants managed to get out of the house safely. So to summarize that, with an alarm system where it is necessary to be placed in the kitchen is important as there will be many human errors. By implementing this project, it will be a precautionary method to avoid fire incidents that may lead to fatal injuries and death. After and through some research found out that these products, which is called a Smart Rumah gas leak detector and Smart Rumah smoke detector, are the existing system of gas detector and smoke detector. These two products are from the same brand and manufacturer. So both Smart Gas Leak Detector and Smart Smoke Detector has disadvantage and the advantage. So the first is advantages. The first advantage is both products are standalone. Both has Wi-Fi based application, but application need to be downloaded separately. Third one is it triggers alarms when the gas leak is detected. Fourth is it triggers alarms when the smoke is detected. The fifth is the alert notification is sent to the user's smartphones. The sixth is the gas leak detector has higher sensitivity and stability to all fires. Next is the disadvantage. The disadvantage is it does not have a monitoring system such as surveillance camera to monitor the environment before any incident happens. Next is no fail-safe implemented in both products which need to be executed if there is a fire, gas or smoke is detected. The third is both have different applications to run the products. Fourth is smoke detector is battery operated. And the fifth one is it does not provide extraction of smoke which later might clog the environment. Next is the advantage and disadvantage of proposed system, which is the RAT-based emergency alert system. The first advantage is it has an alarm system which triggers once any of the three sensors used in the system project is detected. The second one is has a surveillance camera which works as webcam and can be monitored through the application. The third one is this system has only one application to be used and monitored. Fourth is there will be a DC fan which is used as a prototype to extract smoke to clear the smoky environment. The fifth is an alert notification will be sent once the alarm is triggered. The sixth is failsafe is implemented when the user is not accessing their smartphone or are not at home, the alarm will be still on. At a certain point, the automated phone call will be sent to the nearest fire brigade. Next is the disadvantage. The first one is the alarm is triggered until the user clicks the acknowledge button. The second one is the sound of the alarm may disturb the other residents nearby. Next is the technologies that will be used in this project. The first one is Arduino Mega. It is a microcontroller board which has 54 digital input and output pins, 16 analog input, 4 hardware serial ports, and a USB port. Next is the MQ2 gas sensor. There are two MQ2 gas sensors that will be used in this project, which is one is for gas and the other one is for smoke. MQ2 gas sensor can sense the concentration of certain gases such as LPG, propane, methane, alcohol, smoke, and carbon monoxide, which are crucial to humans and to the environment also. The third one is 3-pin IR flame sensor. This IR flame sensor is known as the infrared flame sensor module, which works as the detecting flame temperature. It contains a potentiometer where it could be adjusted to the sensitivity of our liking. The fourth is ESP32 camera. This ESP32 webcam acts as a surveillance camera which will be placed in the kitchen to monitor the kitchen surroundings at anywhere and anytime. The recordings will be saved in the database for future reference of the user. The methodology chosen for this prototype is Agile. The first phase is requirement, where in this phase the information and requirements of users has been discussed. The interview with stakeholder has been done, which was easier to proceed with the designing. Next is design. With the right amount of information received through the interview and research, I was able to come up with the design and the GUI for this project. Next is the third phase is development. In this phase where the task of back end and front end will occur, which this phase will begin in PSM2. Next is testing. Once development process is done, we need to test the final product with stakeholder as if the project has already fulfilled the requirement gathered. Next is deployment. In this phase, after all these testings, it is to ensure that the quality of the software it is to be completed and move to the next phase. Review. Next is review. This is the final phase. It will show that the product has been released successfully. Client will be giving feedback and review or request for new feature upon the release. Next is requirement analysis and design. The first is the use case diagram. The first one is register, then followed by login. Users need to log in. The third is view sensor readings, where users can view the sensor readings through the application. The fourth one is receive alert notification and acknowledge the alert notification. Next is monitor kitchen through webcam and also automated voice call. And the sensors shown is the flame sensor and both MQ2 gas sensors, which they detect fire, detect gas, and detect smoke. Next is DFD diagram. The first is users need to complete the registration and login to to the mobile application. Then it will validate into the credentials will be validated, and then it will be into the database. Next is fire, gas leak, and smoke detection phase, where these detections, the reading values will be saved in the database also. And next is alert notification. The alert notification of when the detection occur, the notification will be sent to the users and the buzzer will be triggered in the kitchen. Then the user will receive the alert notification. Next is users need to acknowledge the alert notification so that the buzzer in the kitchen will stop triggering. Next is initiate or failsafe. We initiate failsafe. So if the user did not acknowledge the alert notification, it will automatically initiate a failsafe, which is uh, called the emergency responders within 3 minutes. Next is the layout design, which is the block design and the project layout. The block diagram above shows that the flame sensor, gas sensor, and the smoke sensor with the power supply, which the output will be buzzer, DC fan, and also the webcam. Next is this shows the project layout for my project. Next is the interface design. This is the interface mockup design, which is the login page and also the register interface. Next would be the home screen interface and also an example of how the sensor readings will be. So I just made one sensor reading, which is the fire sensor reading interface. Next interface design is the user profile, where in this user profile they have to click on the emergency setting, where the emergency setting will bring to another interface, which is to record the automatic voice call recording, where this will be the failsafe for our system. Next is interface of the alert notification, where it shows in the user's lock screen, where they have to acknowledge the alert notification. If not, the automatic voice call will be sent to the nearest emergency responders. Thank you.